It'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On second down, here's Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready. Check, smash. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Nixon, and a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Jackrabbit, Jackrabbit.
Now Lance throwing on second down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
The Browns at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On first down, Rucker. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rucker.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there.
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll run on first down. Rucker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
13.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
On the set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 25 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Let's go now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set.
Now Lance. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
On the double.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Black Ultra. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 22-yard.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ready?
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Yellow. White, white, red, cycle. Ready?
Here's Lance.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 70 as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go red. Blue striping. Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
13. Go.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jackson on 1st down.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this 1st half. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Duvernay in motion.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Yo.
Now a give right side. Rucker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. Jackson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
Black shot. Set, go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And they work this out past the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
If partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Still going.
Well, all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Let's go.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
On first down, Rucker.
Now he's into the clear again. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 135 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
In motion left, Bateman.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Monty Rice. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Okay,
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And my goodness, another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rucker, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 2 yards.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go. Charge. Ready.
Working from the gun, Lance. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Dameon Pierce.
62 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Browns 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Kevin Duvernay, the ball carrier. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's going deep for Bateman. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Jackson.
That is caught.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they're going to speed things up here.
13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Returned it.
Jackson will throw again.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Ready,
The
ready.
Browns drive about to get started.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
11 yards for number 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
49-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
And Lance now to throw.
And now here is another interception.
Down to the 10.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
No, we changed it. Middle.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Right shot.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, middle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 29 yards. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think.
And now here's another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rucker, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
A loss of 2 yards.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Alrighty. Hey, move.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Yo.
Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Red, yellow.
On second down, here's Lance.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor now from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, set. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Monty Rice. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Red, cycle. Drill green. Ultra. Go ultra. Set, go.
Lance again here on second and 10.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Set.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Blaster. 6. Ultra. Ultra. Cut, cut.
Again, it's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the field.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.